All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're checking out NF, and this time we got a big one. How could you leave us? A lot of people have been suggesting this and want me to do this, and obviously, I'm following the journey list, and we've been making some little detours here and there, but for the most part, I'm following the list. So it took us a minute to get here, but now we're here. With those suggestions and those comments, they were telling me to be prepared and have tissues ready and be ready for this is a very emotional song. So, and I was told in the comments that this is about his mom. So I know those two things, that it's an emotional song and it's about his mom. I do want to say that I'm not that big of a crier. So if this song gets to me, then you know it's real. Because I'm not that big of a crier. The only time I cry is when I stomp my toe, or if I have a muscle spasm or a Charlie horse or something. But Paralyzed got to me for some reason, and I don't know why. It was like for some reason I just started tearing up, and I don't think I full blown cried, but I was tearing up, and I don't know. I'm interested to see that where this goes, but I'm trying to stall as long as I can because I'm kind of scared. But all right. Let's just get on into it and see what he's got to say. How could you leave us?
How could you leave so unexpected? We waited for you, but you just left us. We needed you, I needed you. Yo, I don't know what it's like to be addicted to pills, but I do know what it's like to be a witness to kills. Mama told me she loved me, I'm thinking this isn't real. I think of you when I get a whiff of that cigarette smell, yeah.
Man, he said, Mama tells me she loves me, and I'm thinking this isn't real. That's crazy. That's, ooh. I might cry. No.
And this isn't real, I think of you when I get a whiff of that cigarette smell, yeah. Welcome to the bottom of hell, they say pain is a prison. Let me out of my cell, you say you proud of me, but you don't know me that well. Sit in my room, tears running down my...
He says you say you're proud of me, but you don't know me that well. Man. So he doesn't believe her when she says she loves him, and he doesn't believe her when she says that she's proud of him.
You say you proud of me, but you don't know me that well. Sit in my room, tears running down my face, and I yell into my pillowcases. Say you coming to get us, then call a minute later just to tell us you're not. I'm humiliated. I'm in a room with a parent that I don't barely know. Some lady in the corner watching us while she's taking notes. I don't get it, Mom. Don't you wanna watch your babies grow? I guess pills are more important. All you have to say is no, but you won't do it, will you? You gon' keep popping till them pills kill you. I know you're gone, but I can still feel you.
Oh.
Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us?
All right. So this song is definitely heavy. Two things I want to comment on. First things first. I'm assuming he has siblings, because he's saying, how could you leave us? And then at the beginning, we seen the multiple kids. So that's a new thing I learned about NF. He's got siblings. Okay, so that's first. Second of all, with this image right here, I feel like the mom is going through a lot, because imagine from her perspective. I can imagine her wanting to be with her son. She's saying she's proud of him, saying she loves him. And, she's trying to be a good parent, but her addiction is keeping her from making the right decisions. So I could definitely see how the mom was hurting just as bad as NF was. I could definitely see that. But she just, like, she's as lost to the pills as she's just lost. Like she's genuinely excuse me, she's genuinely lost. So she's a prison to it. She's a prison to it. Long story short, and it's that's sad to think about how people struggle with their addictions so heavily. Although she's saying she's proud of him and that she loves him, she just can't. She can't get it together. So that's sad.
I got this picture in my room and it kills me. But I don't need a picture of my mom, I need the real thing. Now a relationship is something we won't ever have. But why do I feel like I lost something that I never had? You should have been there when I graduated. Told me you love me and congratulations. Instead you left us at the window waiting. Where you at, mom? We're too young to understand. Where you at, huh? Yeah, I know them drugs that got you held captive. I can see it in your eyes, they got your mind captured. Some say it's fun to get the high, but I am not laughing. And what you don't realize and what you're not grasping.
He said, they say it's fun to get the high, but I'm not laughing. And I feel like it's like that with a lot of family members. Like, I feel like people do all kind of things and, oh, it's fun. I'm just having fun, whatever. And you don't realize how bad you're hurting your family, because, not only, I'm sure she has parents, I don't know if they were living, but she had parents, and I'm sure that they cared about her and how she felt, and and then NF, and so she's affecting both her kids and her parents. And that's just two right there, just alone. And I guess she had 3 kids, even from the intro part of the video. So you hurt a lot of people. So yeah, I see what he's saying there.
It's fun to get the high, but I am not laughing. And what you don't realize and what you're not grasping, that I was nothing but a kid who couldn't understand it. I ain't gonna say that I forgive you because it hasn't happened. I thought that maybe I'd feel better as time passes. If you really cared for me, then where you at then?
So he says that he hasn't forgiven her yet. I wonder if he has now. Because I feel like, of course, this is me speaking from a totally I'm in my little bubble over here and he's actually in it, so, but I'm hoping that as an adult, he can at least find some comfort in knowing that all those times she said that she loved him and that she was proud of him, that she really did probably mean it. Most likely she meant it. She just couldn't, like I said, she was prison to her pills, to her addiction. So I can definitely see her being serious about it, So hopefully he can come to the realization and find some kind of peace in the fact that she really did love him. She did. So, I know that she's the root of most of his childhood trauma, it seems so far. And with that being the root of his trauma, obviously he's going to have some resentment towards her. And I can totally respect that. And like I said, this is me speaking from my bubble when he's out there he's in it. But I can definitely, I just hope that he has got to the point in his life and his, he said in therapy session that he, something about he was trying to improve his maturity. And I'm not saying, take all the time you need to process it. I'm just saying that I hope that he has forgiven her at this point in time. And I can definitely see it being a challenge, but I just hope he has.
If you really cared for me, then where you at then? Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us?
So I guess NF is also the oldest.
How could you leave us? How could you?
Oh, that's 2 sisters too. Sorry to keep pausing. Sorry.
How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Our last conversation, you and I sat in the living room talking about my music, and I brought you something to listen to. You started crying, telling me this isn't you. A couple weeks later, guess you were singing a different tune. You took them pills for the last time, didn't you?
See, she said that that it wasn't her. You know what I mean? Like, the real her loves him. The real her wants to be a good parent. The real her wants to be a human. but the pills just got her. You know what I mean? The pills got her. She can't do nothing. And so like as you like obviously I think that he has came to that conclusion that he understands that because I mean he wouldn't be making a video like this to where it's you can tell like in this actor that she's portraying that she's struggling her own self. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't look like a happy person. You know what I mean? So I feel like he has got to the point where he forgives her and all that, or he wouldn't, or he understands that. Maybe not forgive her, but he understands that. So yeah.
Weeks later, guess you were singing a different tune. You took them pills for the last time, didn't you? They took you from us once, I guess they came back to finish you. Crying my eyes out in the studio is difficult. Music is the only place that I can go to speak to you. It took everything inside of me not to scream at your funeral. Sitting in my chair, that person talking was pitiful. I wish you were here, mama, but every time I picture you, all I feel is pain. I hate the way I remember you. They found you on the floor. I could tell you felt hollow. Gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. You gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. Don't know if you hear me or not, but if you're still watching, why? Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us?
That's a happy memory that he has.
Sometimes I think about things like, you know, when I have kids and like, you won't be there, you know, you won't be there for any of that. Get to see you again. Sometimes I wish I would have just called you. I wish I would have just picked up the phone. I wish you were here. I mean, you should have been there for us. You should have been here. The pills got you right. And pills got you right. I wish you were here.
Man. Another thing, I mean, he's portraying her like right there. He's portraying a happy memory. She's happy. She was looking back and playing with him, or you know what I mean, kind of like she acted like she was happy there. So I don't know. I feel like he realizes that she was going through as much turmoil as he was. Yeah, this one was a hard one to react to. I'm gonna be honest. This one was this one was very hard because I can see why people said that I would be crying for sure. Um, he, I respect him so much as an artist and just as a person for sharing his story and for sharing vulnerability. Because it's hard for some reason it's ingrained in a guy to not want to show that. Like even when I was tearing up with like paralyzed, luckily I was wear hats, so I was just like, you know, I could kind of hide. But I didn't even like think about it when I was doing it, like that I was trying to hide. It was just like when I was editing it, I was like, and of course, you know, I was trying to find an image for a thumbnail, and I was like, dude, I gotta do that one, so people because that was the height of the reaction. But uh, I didn't even realize I was like trying to hide. I don't know. It's weird. Like you kind of unconsciously try to hide and try to be tougher than you really need to be because it doesn't really. You can show your emotion. It's just weird how it's kind of ingrained in you. But anyways, I apologize if I'm kind of crooked up right this second. But yeah, this was a great song. Um, I don't know if this is the reaction y'all was wanting or not, because it seemed like y'all wanted me to cry. I was like, y'all was wanting me to cry, especially after Paralyzed got me so hard. Uh, I guess with this one, um, it's I- I've been I've been blessed enough in life where I haven't had a whole lot of loss. So I think that's why this one didn't hit me personally as hard as it could have. Um, but this song was really good. And this song is one of those songs where, like, this is not a song I will listen to again. Like, this is not a song I would listen to regularly unless I was really trying to feel. I feel like these types of songs, same with the one I just listened to. I want to know, where he said it's basically like songs where when you're in that situation, it's there for you, you know? And that's how this is one of those songs. So I'm sure whenever I need to, I'm sure everybody experiences loss at some point. I feel like whenever I do, this is, and Lord forbid I do, but it's just part of life. Whenever that happens, I feel like this song would be there to kind of help me feel those emotions, because I feel like a lot of times emotion is one of those like, feeling the emotion is one of the hardest things. And I know that sounds crazy, but I feel like with NF's music, I think the best way to describe it is the emotional songs, at least. They're like songs that he's singing about himself and his personal experiences. And even if you haven't gone through exactly what he's gone through, or like personally, I have never struggled with depression. But when I listened to Paralyzed, it made me think about other things that was making me tear up, you know what I mean? So it was like, basically his music creates like it's like a comfortable energy that you feel feelings in. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what I was trying to say with, like, makes you reflect on yourself or something like that. Like, his music just creates an atmosphere that motivates you to actually reach into your feelings and feel what you should be feeling at that time. Yeah, does that make any sense? Kinda, it's literally like therapy. It's literally like a therapy session. Like, he done a great job with the title of his album and his style of music. Like, that was great. But anyways, I've rambled on enough. 18 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we will see you in the next one. If you like this video and this style of content, please give me a subscription so we can see you in the future videos. And please comment, because I love seeing what you guys have to say. Let me know what y'all think about this song. And I would love to know if this song has helped you get through anything or anything like that. I'd love to hear about that. So if you have something that you don't mind sharing, then just let me know. Appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.